Stephen, you were in the More Than Just a 2-1, challenging typical entry requirements for graduate schemes. So this track at the Graduate Employment Conference was looking at, what companies like yours, Eversheds, is doing to get around this idea that you just have to have a 2-1 or a first. So can you give us a quick overview of what you were talking about?
Yeah, of course. We were discussing the idea that as firms and as graduate recruiters, there are more things that make somebody successful than traditional academic requirements. So the old days of maybe just having a 2-1 degree on the UCAS score is enough to make somebody successful and employable. Those days are not anymore. What we wanted to do was get across the message to careers teams, to students, to other employers that there are a number of things that we think make our lawyers more successful. So whether that might be that they have work experience, whether that might be that they know how a firm operates, whether that might be that they've got involved in different positions of responsibility whilst at university, that tells us more about an individual, and that gives us more of an idea about what makes them successful, and therefore is going to make us as a firm successful going forward. So whereas we still think academic requirements are important, it is only a short element of the story. What we look at is everything else that makes up that individual person, and that person therefore is that person that we're going to be looking to grow our business in the future.
And what typically are those other things then that you look at?
So we look at really the most important thing is about that person, about how well they engage with us. We really want to see how well a person is going to work with our clients in the future. So they need to be coming from a diverse background. So we can't just have the same people working with us because our clients are different. So we need to see people who have got different academic achievements. They may have gone to different universities. It may be that they've got involved in different activities. So for example, what's really great for us is if we see somebody who's organised an activity at university, that tells us something about them. If they've got involved in some really great piece of work experience, that tells us something. So it tells us firstly that they may be that they may be ready for the world of work, but also that they can show some commitment to understanding what the industry is about. And that's really key for what we want to get with our trainees in the future.
And were there any other points that came out of the discussion that are worth highlighting?
Yeah, I think the key points there are that this is something which isn't necessarily a groundbreaking thing to change. It's something that over time is evolving, and something that we realise as an industry is going to help us grow as an industry. So it's trying to get into the mindset of everybody else there, so the careers teams there, that we need to see people who have got different things about them, and that's what's going to make people successful in the future.
Brilliant, thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.